Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. Diego's on my right. I'm on your left. It's we're gonna be talking about firings and ejections today. So very basketball prevalent stuff. Some fun topics though. I've
Hmm.
come up with a new activity to set the budget today. I've seen it all over my reels. It's taken over the algorithm for
Yeah.
social media. So as I'm typing up that header, because I forgot to add it before the episode starts. Yeah,
Yes.
how was your week?
The week it's been their weekend. It's been pretty good. College basketball. I literally watched so much college basketball. Friday night, went out with friends to just drink and watch college basketball. What's
Healthy.
better than that? I know, right? This is awesome. Um, Kind of banged up though. I've got just crazy. I have patellar tendonitis just in general. Jumper's knee kind of sucks for a basketball player, but that's life. And then I rolled my ankle in my game last night. It's not too bad. Like it's not the end of the world, but I'm feeling like Joel Embiid, dog. Just can't free myself. But I think been investigating, searching for answers, and Squat University has told me that I have no internal hip rotation on my left hip, and that kind of tracks. So gonna work on that, and
Just
hopefully
do
I'm
yoga, man. Just do yoga.
maybe might be the move. But I'd feel like Joel Embiid. I feel like Paul George. I guess feel like Zion, but not because of the weight. I'm
Man, you're acting
actually
like you
like more.
died or something. You'll be
No,
fine. You'll be straight.
I'm fine. It's just tough. It's been going on for a while. Because like I sprained my ankle about a year ago, my right ankle, and after that I was like, oh, I don't want to. I shouldn't do legs because my ankle. And
I think we were talking about this just this past week. Like once you sprain or roll that ankle once,
uh,
it's you feel like you sprained it 100 times.
no, I've sprained my left ankle at least like 4 or 5 times, like pretty seriously. My right one maybe like three. So it's been tough out here, but
Jeez, man,
we're
you gotta take
moving.
it easy. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
Not gonna play besides in my league games, so just kind of
Get some
trying to
2K
focus
reps in
on
there.
that. Yo, don't tempt me. I have a midterm tomorrow, and after that, my class is like super chill. I mean, I have a project, but like no homeworks or no real lectures. It's about to be insane. I'm like excited. I'm so excited. I might just play 2K tomorrow, man. I don't know.
Just get
It
locked in,
would
man.
liable to do anything for real.
Yeah, I gotta get avenge myself and pick up tomorrow because last week was just bad,
Yeah,
man. You know when you get trapped before you even reach half court, and
yeah,
like none of your teammates are looking, but
it's
that's the
tough.
worst feeling in the world. Yeah, I was in Ann Arbor visiting a friend. A
Oh,
lot of fun,
right.
except for the fact when I drove back, like I got a tornado warning when I was at 94.
Oh, on
Yeah, I
Sunday,
couldn't
yeah,
go under shelter. That was crazy, man. That was so
it's
crazy.
scary.
Yeah. Just got my Wi-Fi back today, right before the podcast, so it came in clutch.
Really.
Yeah. Thankfully, we're all good here. Podcast still reigns supreme, so we're all good. Um, I know I
Oh
put it in
man.
last week's episode, which was uploaded late because again, Wi-Fi issues. But
Mm,
Josh Giddey's game winner. We hadn't talked. We were talking about the Bulls just going 9 of 11. They did lose the
yeah,
Mavs. Why do you guys have to spoil things for us, man? You got
we're
a good
them.
thing going, and you just got to win.
We're
Like
just them.
real. Like why don't you don't even have Kyrie? Just tank. Just tank. Um,
Honestly, that's the first thought, but I guess we're just trying to do whatever. I mean, if we don't make the playoffs, we still get a lottery pick, depending
yeah.
on our
So what are you
standing.
guys
So
doing?
no, if we like make the play in and then not make the playoffs, so I guess they're trying to make it interesting. AD real, super real for not giving up on the year. I'm
Because of
messing with
that,
it.
like we're like scrambling. We stumbled against the Thunder yesterday. It's yeah. Now we're back to bad Bulls, but
Yeah.
good Bulls down by 5. 12.6 seconds left. You probably heard it over every single sports cast, every single article. Um, Inbound the ball, Patrick Williams hits a three. That's the most underrated part. If he doesn't hit that, we're nowhere
Yeah.
near close. Then Josh Giddey outsmarts LeBron. LeBron makes an easy, like a dumb pass,
Weak
like
pass.
throws it to the
Yeah.
corner, where like his guy's gonna be trapped whether he catches it or not, right? But Josh Giddey anticipates it, steals it, kicks it out to Kobe White, who stays ready. Great job, Kobe. Knocks down the three, cold blooded. That was what? Um, 11 of 19 of their threes had gone in. I think they went
Oh,
11 of 15 or 11 of 13. It's some
oh,
absurdly stat in the fourth quarter.
nasty.
So yeah, Bulls are up by 1. Then they play obnoxious defense because Vooch sucks, and you don't want to put Vooch on Austin Reeves. So
Yeah,
yeah, that happened. And then Josh Giddey's like, he doesn't even panic when he throws up the half court shot. He just like strolls into it like, yeah, I do this. Over
yeah,
LeBron, over Mr. 40-year-old, who everybody was crowning king.
yeah,
He was too busy worrying about Stephen A in that moment. And LeBron took the L in our house. We just casually put up 9 points. We went on a 9-2 run in the last
yeah.
12.6 seconds. So,
Ugh.
yeah, suck it, Diego.
Jeez, going at me. I mean, it's just insane. Um, there's no way to explain it. There's just a wild way to end the game. I, yeah, it's just this is what you live for in basketball, and I think kind of jealous of many of the people in those stands. That's something you might not might not ever see live in person ever, and they got to see that. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Bulls kind of show what they're about, not laying down. I think they were down by like 20 something in the fourth or third. So it definitely wasn't like it was close the whole time. They really kind of amped it up there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, should I watch Ted Lasso like in the middle of the third quarter? Because
Dang,
I've been on a binge watch with Ted Lasso.
pretty
And I
real.
saw the Lakers were up by 15 in the middle of the third. And I'm like, okay, I can't watch this. Like
Yeah,
they figured out the Bulls and whatnot. Woke up the next morning, I'm like, I really miss this, huh? So had to
dang.
rewatch it again. I was super excited going into work, but yeah, just had to talk about that before we got through all the negative Nelly stuff.
Yeah,
Bulls' future
it's
looks really,
fun.
really bright, but until they get rid of Vooch and get a defensive-minded center or
Yeah.
forward, somebody I'm comfortable that can switch on like a matchup advantage,
Hmm.
that would be ideal because they have everything else. So Nasri, please come here.
Yeah, we were
Like
just saying.
we just talked about it before, but I hope so. Before we get to that massive situation, um, just wanted to talk a little bit about this. Dillon Brooks was hounding Kevin Durant. He got whistled for one
Bro,
thing, and then they said got tangled up. And then like next thing you know, Ime Udoka is like just trying to stand in front of him, just say don't escalate this. The ref ejects him. Dylan Brooks goes like charging like Isaiah Stewart, Anthony Davis style when they got ejected. Um, but yeah, got ejected. What do you think? Did he
bro,
deserve it?
I think so because it was just so excessive. And the big thing is just I saw this live, man. I'm just watching the game. It's literally the score at this point. The Suns are down by 20. You're Dylan Brooks. You're winning by 20, bro. There is no need to be doing this at all. And sure, like I'll say, like it's good to have someone trying to replicate that Draymond, Rodman. I don't know. I mean, you could maybe say Tony Allen, but like clamp down guy, is good. Like someone you would love to have on your team, but you hate playing against. And like I don't know, man. Like read the room. There's no reason to do this, and just to wait, especially not just to maybe to some other player wouldn't have been a double tag, but doing it to Kevin Durant in a game that means nothing, it just too far. And after that, they showed the stat of like Rockets first in ejections in 2020, first in coach ejections since 20, like a bunch of those kind of stats. Like one of the top four in personal fouls or something like that. Just man, I just think they need to. He just needs to tone it down a little bit. It was excessive. It was so excessive. Just didn't make
Guess
any
how many
sense.
fouls of guess how many technicals he has
How many tentacles he has?
on the season.
I'm gonna guess 15.
You got it right. Exactly
Come on, that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
right. Guess how many fouls he has this season.
That I have no idea. I'm gonna guess like 72.
Okay, your luck ran out.
Yeah,
Multiply that by 3, and you'd be somewhere close.
75. Or wait, no, 72 by 3. 216.
Higher. 235. He
Mm,
leads the league in fouls.
jeez, what is that? That's like
He literally has
Is that
three
like 3
fouls a
game?
game.
Yeah.
3 fouls a game. I don't think that's a
Well,
lockdown defender, bub.
no. If he makes all defensive team, that's must. I don't think he will. The all defensive team is pretty stacked. I could just rattle off 5 guys right off the top of my head, and it's
100%.
he's out.
Yeah,
He's down.
100%.
So.
Probably not even top 2 on his team. For being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he deserved to be ejected though. I
Really.
I do think he should have just got a technical foul. Because guys like him and Draymond, like in his peak, like
Mm-hmm.
they would fight it out. Like you have to let emotion be a part of the game and stuff. And I get it. You want to nip complaining in the bud, but guys are gonna complain anyway. They complain every single call, like every single call. So I don't know
Yeah.
what was said in itself, but I think the technical foul while you're up 29 would have been just enough. By ejecting
Yeah.
him out of that game, I felt it was kind of meaningless. I think it's just you're trying to put the attention on yourselves in that part of the game where it's just like you don't need to,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So unfortunate that Kevin Durant sprained his ankle like in that same game, like a quarter
Yeah.
later. But because I know the Suns are digging it out with the Mavs, you're probably happy about that. You sick Mavs fan.
A
Like you
little
wanted
bit.
Kevin Durant to be hurt.
Nah, I love Kevin Durant. I don't know how many times I've said this on the pod, but after going to Golden State, I was like, man, I hate that guy. And then he went to the Nets, and then it kind of like boiled over. Where I was just like, yeah, but he still went to the Warriors. Now he's with the Nets. He just can't do like, why can't he just like relax and be on the
And
team?
now
And
he's
now
gonna
I'm
go to
just
the
like,
Bulls. Are you gonna complain when he goes to the Bulls?
not opposed. That'd be kind of fun. And he's out of the West, so more players need to move to the East. More good
Yeah, I
players.
agree with that. More good players should move to the East, to the
Yeah.
Bulls in particular. But yeah, that's my stance on that. I think it was bit excessive. I would hate to see this in the playoffs, so that's why I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
especially for like a Rockets team that's won 12 their last 13 before they lost the Lakers. That was a little weird. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to see this in the playoffs because that would really tick off my dude.
That's valid. But I think it is. I think it's a good message to send though, to just be like, you got to be serious if you're like, you can't just be this aggressive, this crazy. And obviously, the playoffs are where things get more physical, but there's a certain maturity factor. And I was telling my roommate this as well last night that, man, like Dillon Brooks is part of the reason the Grizzlies got eliminated in that 2024 or 2023 first round series against the Lakers. I mean, Dillon Brooks is saying, "Oh yeah, I'll poke the bear," and he's like, "I'm Dillon the villain." And what happened? You get knocked out in the first round by a 7 seed. Like, come on. So, man, like,
To be fair, that was a crazy 7th seed though.
no, it definitely was. It came in through the playing kind of spicy there. But yeah, Dillon, get your act together, I guess. I don't know. And it sucks because if you've seen Court of Gold, you hear Dillon Brooks talk, and if you knew nothing else about him, you're like, oh, he seems like a reasonable guy. You could stand to even like him, perhaps. And I'm just like, this is not the dude that I see playing basketball, or like talking, or doing everything he does. So very interesting duel, both sides of the same coin. That is Dillon Brooks.
100%. Another deserving thing. Taylor Jenkins getting fired. I don't know if that was called for 9 games left in the season. I know they're
God.
struggling as of late, but it he I liked him as a coach. He was pretty good. Like I don't think the players were mature enough at the times where he was like trying to get the most
Yeah.
out of them. Like for starting 2 rookies like this entire season, like he's done a phenomenal job, to be honest. Now his playoff record 9-14 is not the best, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
get your thoughts too on this. What do you think of the move?
I
Fan or
think it's
no?
kind of. Oh, I definitely don't think it's fair, just because. If you've looked into this anymore, a big thing, just from the outside, you could see the Grizzlies are actually last in like pick and rolls per game, like even lower than some 2000s team or early 2010s teams, which is wild to even say. But that's because the big thing that happened was this summer, the GM, I think, of the Grizzlies was like, "Oh, Taylor Jenkins, you got your staff? Yeah, they're gone. You got these two guys, and they'll pick everyone else." Completely gutted his whole staff, and now he had to just start from the top. And then these two other guys that were with him, the now interim head coach Thomas Isala, something like that. He's Finnish from Finland. Interesting stuff. But his offense was this offense that a lot of people have been talking about from the Grizzlies, where they just cut. There's no screens. There's no anything. And that's cool. But then you have just these opposing minds and opinions that just doesn't breed well when you need to have a team on the same page about everything. And I think it just isn't an ideal spot. And I don't get why you need to do this. Like last year, why did you need to change everything if injuries are what killed you? Like, I feel like every one of these years, something outside of their control has kind of happened. Last year, the injuries. I mean, the year before, which isn't outside Ja's control, but the team's control. So I just see no reason. It just gets me back to like coaches are like the most underappreciated position in the NBA and maybe all of sports, because you're on such a tight leash, especially in pro sports where it's like in college, the player, like, they're clearly under the coach. The coach makes decisions, but then once you're in the pro level, the coach may even be under because the team doesn't want the player to leave, so they'll do anything for the for the player, even fire coaches. And we saw that with Kenny Atkinson. We see it all the time.
Darvin Ham.
Yeah. So I just think, like, dance with the person that brought you. You know what I mean? Like, Taylor Jenkins has been there for, I think, almost all of Ja's career, and maybe I don't know what the relationship is. Clearly,
Yeah.
like, I'm just a guy, but
but Job did it. Like, it was tough to process. Like, it's
yeah,
like that was his coach for an entire year, like career, and then look at guys like Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson who grew like leaps and bounds
yeah,
under Jenkins, and like the rookies that it grew so much this season. Like Memphis was doing really really well before they started sliding, and um, like yes, it's good to see Morant have his like highest usage rate in their one game that he's not
mm-hmm.
played. But one of the things he wanted more was pick and roll. So I'm wondering why they're steering away from that. Can you find a happy balance there? I just think the
Yeah,
timing of it all is like rough because he's the type
yeah,
of coach that can't adjust to it, you know? And I love how you put the context of like all of his coach being fired, because now you're like trying to tell this coach to coach with his hands tied behind his back. It's not possible. Can't.
yeah,
Like, how are you going to get the most out of the team if you're going to hamstring your own coach?
yeah. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This is like, I mean, I work at General Motors, and there's, like, obviously it's a big company and corporate stuff, and they bring stuff down like in any company, and that's like stuff that pisses me off in the NBA, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, the big guy upstairs, he told us we had to do these things, your whole staff is gone. Like, it sucks that it's just one dude making the decision, and maybe, like, I don't know how much basketball Zach Kleiman knows, but like, I, it's just tough. It's just tough to just feel so hamstrung. I bet he was so frustrated, Taylor Jenkins, just being like, "Oh yeah, I have all these thoughts, but I can't do anything." So yeah,
Oh, 100%. Okay, alrighty. Back to the main big topic we wanted to highlight
yeah,
this episode.
spicy.
7 players, 7, much more than that got on the fight. Like,
Yeah,
2 coaches getting ejected.
um,
5 of them got suspended. You saw this coming. Like, if you're
yeah,
the Timberwolves coach, like Finch said, the game was way too physical. It was lopsided in physicality. Like, Pistons have been getting involved in scuffles all season. So when you see like the first 15 minutes of the game, like building a 6-point lead, like Malik Beasley talking trash to people, hitting threes, then Ron Holland fouling Nas Reed is what sparked everything. And then Reed
yeah,
it took exception to that. DiVincenzo got involved, and then like pipes breaking out, spilling into the stands.
just wild.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's rough. Like,
Mm-hmm.
apparently the Wolves assistant said something, um, like
Yeah,
derogatory about the Pistons player. So it's like, yeah, a lot of things happening. What's your take on it?
Bro, I mean, one thing I'll say, the positive of this, and just a big thing for the Pistons is just they're not gonna get they're gonna stand up for themselves. Like it's been 9 years since they made the playoffs or had a winning season. Either one of those, I don't probably winning season, but it's been so long. They've kind of been the pushover, the kind of the NBA Siberia, if you will, and this is in a way saying like you're not gonna push us around. We're gonna fight and we're gonna stand up for ourselves, and that's good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but the bad thing is, and the big thing is Ron Holland. Ron Holland has been kind of chirping a bunch this season. He's been in other altercations or caused other situations like this to happen, and to have this, it's kind of crazy as a rookie to have that kind of confidence to say these sort of things. So that's kind of wild, but the only good thing I could say is they're standing up for themselves. They're giving the Pistons that bad boy energy, which obviously needs to have its limits. But I think people, not teams, I don't think they're truly scared. But it gives you a second thought of you have the Pistons on your schedule. If you're the Pistons in the playoffs, it's not like LeBron walking into the first round 2015 like, oh right, we're just gonna wipe the floor with these guys, sweep them, and we're done. No, it it might not. It might be a sweep, but it's not going to be the easiest sweep. So, and just shout out to JB Biggerstaff getting in there. I mean, it was Pablo Prigioni that said these things, and some coaches might not care, but JB, this is his first year with the team, and he's like, "You're not saying this type of stuff about my guys." As it shows how tight knit they are, and the classic beef stew. I think he got the longest suspension of 2 games. I think that like the NBA knows this guy's he's down for any fight, so they're hoping this mitigates it. I don't know, but just funny that he got 2 games suspended. No one else got more than one. PJ Washington got a game suspension for a lot less than what happened here. But yeah,
But there's 9 games left in the season.
that as well.
Timberwolves
Yes,
trying to make a
yes.
run. Pistons trying to seeding. I think it still matters, like in this
No,
situation. Like
definitely. And that was another thing is this is huge. I mean, like you said, each of these games is worth infinitely more than it was before. And then when whatever happened with the Suns and the Mavs or whatever. So yeah, this kid, I think this affects more the Timberwolves because the Pistons they're not locked into I think the 60 or the 5
they're
seed.
making play in or playoffs for sure.
Yeah. So, but I think the Pistons are a bit more comfortable than the Timberwolves right now. So
Yeah.
And Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, like they're good players. They're on your team, but they're not your
You
starters.
could
They're not
survive
K-Cunningham.
without them.
Yeah. Nas Reed, Dante DiVincenzo, those are 2 starters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 2 starters. So that's kind of rough. You were just saying though, Rudy Gobert is averaging 16 and 16, so maybe they don't care. Maybe it's fine.
Rudy's him, man. Like he went insane. So I think he put
Yeah.
up like 25 rebounds the rest of that game. So when man's playing against him, he's nice, man.
No. Yeah, Rudy's a center. He'll get your rebounds.
No more jersey swapping, as like Kendrick Perkins is saying. That's
Yeah.
that's the one thing to take away from this. It's not dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So very interesting stuff. I mean, yeah, the Pistons are most watched TV for one reason or another.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. We're implementing a new thing. I think the budget got a little overpriced to try and run it where all these like $1 or $2 players are going to be valuable. I think this is kind of cool. I see this all the time on Reels and Instagram Shorts as well. So I think it'd be Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. I jumbled those up. But whatever. So we're gonna spin the wheel for each NBA team. Diego, I'm gonna have you go first.
Right.
Past or present player, you can pick any era, as long as it's not that Donaldson player from who's born in England that you picked, who last finished on the Jazz for some reason. When it landed on the Mavericks, you picked him. And we're gonna see where the Cards play. Who's got the better lineup? I'm gonna share my screen, and may the best man win.
All right. I will say the guy I picked while Josh is putting that up is James Donaldson. If you're really into 2K and you play with all-time teams, he's on the Mavs all-time team. 7'2". That's it. Played in the
Whatever.
80s.
Whatever.
I just want to inform the public. Anywho, we're going. I'm locked in.
Alrighty. I'm gonna spin the wheel here.
All right. Who could it be? Am I going first?
Yeah, you got it, man.
This is a tough one. The Los Angeles Clippers. I want to pick a rare one, but I'll just pick Kawhi.
Screw you, man. Dang it. This is a rough start already.
Some of the names I thought Coutinho, Mobley, crazy shooter, but not that good. Elton Brand, Blake Griffin, but Kawhi's just a great player, and in any era he could dominate. So we're good.
All right. I'm gonna eliminate this team so we have some diversity there.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets. Okay.
There's a few options.
Do you want to go spicy with Ben Simmons?
Gosh.
Or do you want to go? I'm going to go Kevin Durant because I don't know if I'm going to land it.
I didn't even think of Kevin Durant just because I'm like locked into like a hoop grades state of mind where I'm trying to find the rarest player. I was about to tell you Daryl Dawkins, Julius Irving.
Oh, if I wanted to be really fun, I could have picked Darren Williams or Joe Johnson.
Ooh. I would have liked Darren Williams, 6'5" point guard.
Darren Williams is underrated, man.
I mean, bro, who know? Like people that didn't watch, I barely know it. That him and Chris Paul were like in a battle for best point guard of the league in the 2000s. Like who? I didn't know that. Maybe late 2000s. Once Nash kind of fell off.
I was a baby, man. I was a baby.
Yeah,
I don't care about basketball.
I didn't even know. But moving on, next team. We got a crazy small forward matchup here. Let's see who we get next.
Portland Trailblazers.
Ooh. I'm gonna pick this. This could be a crazy pick. You're gonna hate me for this pick. Give me Bill Walton.
Okay. You want him at the 4 or the 5?
Center. No, put him at the 5, please.
Okay.
Oh, let's go. Got my 70s, 80s Jokic on the floor.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Ooh.
Philadelphia 76ers.
So many options.
I think the wheel is trying to tell me to take Ben Simmons at some point.
No way. If you take Ben Simmons, I'm actually going to cancel you. That would be insane.
Do I go AI? Do I go Embiid? Do I go Barkley?
Ooh.
No.
That is a really tough one. I just watched a video. Was it last night or the night before? I watched a video on Chuck and on his playing career.
My mouse decided to spaz out. I'm going AI.
It's valid.
It's going to be nobody can guard him. Not even Kawhi, man.
Best pound for pound player in NBA history? Question mark. I think so.
I mean, he crossed up MJ.
This is true. That is some people's goats, MJ.
Oh my. What is this, man? We got all the good players.
Should I go Rick Barry? No. Yeah, I'll take Steph. I'll take Steph.
Oh, dang it. I hate you so much.
I could have gone Wilt, but I need shooting in every position now.
What happened to defense, man?
True. Shooting and defense, I forgot. Got to stick to my principles, Josh. Ooh. Yo, take Kate Cunningham.
Isaiah Stewart?
That would be wild. I don't know. I mean, Rodman, Billy and Embiid. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, you're already too short.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
God, don't you dare.
Man, and now I wish I'd picked Embiid.
Yo, pick Christian Wood. True.
Jalen Duren. I'm just kidding.
Nah.
I'll go Bill Laimbeer.
You could also go.
That was last name. It's so bad.
I think it's a I after the A, and then just beer like what you drink. If you're gonna pick Lambeer, I'd low key pick Drummond instead. Low key.
I need to show which Bill is better. I'm sorry.
True. All right, never mind. I'm down for that. All right. Could have gone Darko Milicic as well. Ooh.
Trey Young.
I'm not picking Trey Young. I would rather twist both of my ankles right now than pick Trey Young. That was kind of mean. But anywho. Oh my gosh.
DeAndre Hunter?
No. I have Al Horford's a thought. It's a very good thought, but
Jeff Teague?
No, I already have point guard. Honestly, I'm gonna do it. Dominique Wilkins. And it's kind of fun. Yo, put him at the 2. What do you do? Put him at the 4. Jeez. And it's funny. My girlfriend, her name is actually Dominique. So anytime I hear Dominique Wilkins, I'm like, yo, what? This is weird. Very unusual.
Not too late to join the league, man.
I know, right?
Give me MJ.
What if you get the? Oh, I could have.
Oh, you're serious? Oh,
yes, pick the go. Or you can pick Hot Rod Williams.
The GOAT didn't play on the Cavaliers. Oh my God. Horrendous spelling right there, man.
Cavaliers.
Kawhi can only guard one guy. Give him LeBron at the 4.
Gosh, this is a crazy lineup. You got AI, KD, LeBron in the building here.
Physical at the center, man. This is the anti-Booch lineup, you know?
Yeah, this is true. This is wild. This is a wild. What if I get the Bulls now? That would be insane. The Magic. Orlando Magic.
Gotta put Shaq at the 4.
No way. I can't do that. Or I put Dwight. God, there's just no. And the thing that sucks is they've been around in the league for only 30 years. I don't have as much player to pick.
Aww.
A part of me wants to go Jonathan Isaac, and that would be an insane pull.
You're losing if you pick him. I'm sorry.
The clamps, though. He guards centers. I'm either picking. I feel like I'm either picking Hito Turkoglu or Paolo Banchero. So I'll pick Paolo.
That is crazy. I love Paolo.
Devious. Oh my God. The Cavs pick for you is probably just done it.
The Cavaliers.
Yeah, whatever they spelled, bruh. I swear, some people need to like. Jeez, what a pull! I'm so cooked.
I jinxed it around earlier.
Wild.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, man. I mean, what you've got one. How many MVPs did MJ win? You got 2, 6. MJ won like 6 MVPs, 4 MVPs. You got at least.
I got the GOAT. I got the best 40-year-old of all time. I got the one guy who crossed up the GOAT on my team. I got one of the best shooters of all time on my team. That's a wing. It's 7 foot. And I got the enforcer. I got everything.
You do have a good enforcer.
I got the shot making. I got the style. I got the shooting. I got the physicality. I got the defense. It's raps, man.
I feel like
I love Steph, but it's raps.
I know. I might barely win at the point guard position. There's a chance I win center. I'm not winning any other matchup. I mean, no. Michael Jordan already sunned Dominique Wilkins many a time, especially in the dunk contest.
And he's gonna sun Kawhi too.
Jeez, I don't know.
He might just switch on anybody, not just Steph, man.
Yeah, I mean, did Michael Jordan ever see anyone like Kawhi Leonard in his time in the NBA?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he saw Pippen at practice every single day.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I was gonna say, like, I can only think of Pippen. There's probably someone else. No, Kirilenko goes too late. Whatever.
Passing on Shaq was wild, dude.
But I can't have 2 centers. I can't.
Dude, if you're playing against LeBron, Kevin Durant, and like MJ who are dominating, I would do it.
Man, this is
That's the
true.
only trump card.
It's true. But also I didn't think whenever I think of Shaq, I think of Lakers Shaq, and obviously he's reasonably quick, but Magic Shaq, it's been described in this 130 for 30 of the Magic in that little run they had, that he moved like a gazelle, and at 7 feet tall, maybe maybe he's 290 at that point because he wasn't too fat. Maybe that would have been a good thought.
Call him like you see it. I respect it.
Hey, I mean, I'll call Shaq whatever he wants because if he pulled up, he could throw me across the earth. Maybe I don't know, but it would not be fun. But anywho, I will say you won this time. That was insane.
I needed that. I got unnecessarily thrown under the bus about that budget lineup, so I'm like, can't do that.
No, it's valid. That was a good pick.
The
That
karma
was
had to
fun.
turn around. I know.
Yeah.
I need to find like the fictional NBA and like those like auto generated ones on Reels because those are fun. We got to pick like 2-time MVPs and like NFL players and lineups and stuff. And like I'm literally over there watching it, screaming at like, how could you pick this guy? And then some people are just having fun with it. So
yeah, me, I'm like, you need to pick the best lineup. So yeah, think about that next time.
Alrighty, guys. That will do it for us. We had to end it on a fun note after talking
That
about
was very
Ejections
fun.
and firings like for 20 minutes straight. So follow us on our Instagram at Mission.
Do it.
That's our YouTube name, but we got the periods in between on our Instagram handle. Once I catch up on episode uploads, again, Wi-Fi went out for 2 days.
Yeah.
We'll put some awesome and fun content out for you guys. But till then, take it easy. Diego, close us out, man.
See ya.